What's happening? I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. I am a lifelong Laker, being as such, holding it down for the Lake Show in the great state of Houston, Texas. Come upon me to answer a lot of questions after the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant and Gianna, his daughter. Everyone's asking me, how you holding up? What are your feelings? What are your thoughts on this? In the meantime, I have been watching all the videos, all the tributes, and I definitely wanted to answer everybody's questions and let them know how I felt. Just wanted to make sure and be able to try to get the words out right. What we're not gonna do what everybody else has been doing, and I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I think it'll be better for everybody watching the videos, but we're definitely not gonna shed any tears. At least I hope not. I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. I've been pretty strong this whole way through. Now, if you want to shed some tears, hey, look, listen. I implore you to go and check out the tributes from all those famous people, especially like Doc Rivers, his son Austin Rivers, Coach Fizdale, Rachel Nichols, and Elle Duncan of ESPN. I mean, she almost got me. She almost got me, man. She almost got me. Man, girl dad oh man. Like to do things a little bit unique. Looking for a different angle. I think that would be more understandable for most of the people watching these videos. I mean, everybody's tribute and everything has been great and fantastic, but most, if not all of those people have actually met Kobe Bryant. They've had some personal, in-person interactions with them, so the connection that they have, how they were affected by that, is going to be a little bit different than the other 6.5 billion people in the world who have never even been in the same room, unless you're counting, a gymnasium, an arena, been in the same room as Kobe Bryant, but still were affected gravely by this tragic accident that took 9 lives. So, being that I'm just a regular guy, even though my mom says I'm fairly extraordinary, okay, I would think that my Kobe stories would be a little more understandable and relatable for most of the people watching these videos. This first video right here, I want to squash some hate and vitriol that has been all over the internet. And it's not about, we're hating on Kobe or anything like that. It is crazy because it's coming from people who are seeing these tweets and these posts on Instagram and whatnot and not liking how they're going about it. But my main point is they're not liking that they're not mentioning the other 7 lives that were tragically lost in this horrific accident. Okay? And they're like, hey, here's the name of the pilot. He has a name. They're like, hey! Everybody's talking about, man, Kobe Bryant, the mama mentality. And they're like, hey! Did you know? I know Gigi's great and all, but did you know there were some other girls from the basketball team that she plays on? They lost their lives tragically as well. And they're like, hey! Matter of fact, here's a picture of the coach who lost his life on that flight. He's coach for OCC, Orange County College. Like 25 years, the baseball coach. Remember him. Remember the rest of them. While you put all these tweets, tweet something about them too. Because their lives matter. Their lives were just as important as Kobe Bryant's. The absurdity of it all. You have got to be, the spawn of Satan himself, to think that the reason why their names aren't being mentioned as much as Kobe Bryant's is because we have some type of animosity, or we feel that their lives weren't valued or aren't valued just as much as Kobe Bryant's, and to a lesser extent his daughters. You have got to have a lot of evil and hatred in here to think that of someone just because we didn't type their name in a tweet, that we don't hope and pray that if the remaining family members are able to be strong and survive and get through this. And what gets me so much, if you had just asked the question, hey, how come you didn't mention the coach and the other girls who played on the team, the other people that were the other assistant coach who was on there, how come you didn't mention them? Because this is a very simple and easy answer. We didn't know them. We don't know them. It's as simple as that. We didn't know them. We don't know them. We know Kobe. Or at least we know, most of us, we know of Kobe's exploits. It's as simple as that. I gotta break it down, so I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. People have birthdays every day, and people pass away every day in every city, every state of the United States, and in every country around the world. People, God forbid, people are getting beheaded in some places. People are losing lives in wars that are being fought right now as we speak. People dying of I think it's the coronavirus in China. I don't see you tweeting about that. I don't see you making posts about that. And say, hey man, remember the people dying of the coronavirus. I don't see you saying nothing about that. No, but you want to say, hey man, make sure and remember these people. Remember them. I got to keep it 100 with you, just to be truthful and real. Whether we remember those people, all the people on there, none of them, whether we forget them tomorrow, whether we tweet about them or we don't tweet about them, it won't, unfortunately, it won't change a single thing, any aspect of this tragic event that has already taken place. This is how these people are choosing to grieve. Everyone grieves differently at their own pace and in their own way. The reason we feel like we have a connection with Kobe Bryant. Think about this. With people who donate to charity, you know how many charities there are? Thousands upon thousands of them. There's so many different causes that we could be trying to help right now. Now, if you donate to PETA, no one's gonna come to you from the March of Dimes and like, hey, you don't care about the women in the March of Dimes? You don't care about that? Or what about the charities for women in homeless shelters? What about that? You don't care about the women who don't have a place to stay? No, that's not the case. You can't really donate to every single charity in the entire world. No one has that kind of money unless you're Bill Gates or something like that. Jeff Bezos from Amazon. Okay, usually in situations as those, you gravitate to the cause that has more meaning to you. You know, you want to donate for Susan G. Komen? You want to do that because someone in your family had breast cancer? That's probably the one you're going to donate to. That doesn't mean you don't care about the VA assistance, about the military vets. That doesn't mean because you didn't donate to that, doesn't mean you don't care about them. You have more of a connection to that because it hits close to home. You got to think about it. If you're a family member, God forbid, a co-worker that you worked with for an exponential amount of years, okay, or a close friend was on the fight, would you be typing about everybody equally? Tweeting about everybody? Or would you be mostly typing about and tweeting about and posting about your family member, your close friend? I wouldn't fault you for that. That's human nature. That's the thing to do. That is the thing to do. And the only reason we're really typing about Kobe is because he's famous. He's a global icon. Okay? And to a lesser extent, his daughter. If there was some other person, no one would be talking about it. But the reason we're talking about it is because so many people have a connection to it. and a strong emotional connection to, to Kobe Bryant. Whether it's good or bad, you have a connection to him. He's been in our lives for over 23 years. I mean, it's hard not to make a connection with somebody, whether you like them or not. If you're around somebody or know of somebody's exploits, especially in emotional situations like basketball games, you tend to draw a connection. And when they're lost, their lives are lost, and especially in a tragic accident, it's going to matter to you. It's going to matter to you a little bit more than this person. I don't mean random in a bad way, but just a person that I don't know. Even if you put their name up on the screen and say they died in this, I don't know them, so I don't have any emotional connection to them. So of course, we're human beings. Of course we care for that, unless the evil are among us. But for most people, of course we don't want them to lose their lives. Of course we're praying for their families as well, so that they're strong and that they're able to get through this. These pressing and terrible, horrific times. Of course we're doing that. The only reason we're doing it more for Kobe is because we feel we have a connection with him. Like an over 23-year connection. We saw this guy grow up from a 17-year-old kid entering the world of the NBA. And for 20 years, he gave us everything that he had. I mean, once every 4.5 days, this guy was live and direct in our homes in some of the most pressure-packed, crunch time moments, emotional, gut-wrenching moments that you won't soon forget. Of course, we're going to have a connection to him. But for everybody else, prayers, blessings go to the remaining family members of the other 7 lives that were tragically lost. Just as much as our prayers and blessings go to Vanessa Bryant and her surviving children. Be blessed and Godspeed.